Hey, our Watch community, this is Jessica Tapia, and today we are here with Max Bonilla. You might know him as the outraged teen on several different social media platforms. Recently, he had a video go viral on Twitter, and he directly approached Gavin Newsom, and so we want to share that with you and have a quick chat with him. Check this out.
Our children.
How you doing, Messi?
I'm doing fantastic. How about you, Governor Newsom?
Do you know what a detransitioner is? Do you know Chloe Cole, at the age of 15, she got her breast removed and now regrets it because of gender affirmative care?
All right.
How about the Lodi woman? At 13, she got her breast removed. Gender affirmative care. No one stopped her. She was mentally unwell.
Yeah, I mean, I just had
You can't get a tattoo until you're 18. You can't vape until you're 18. You can't go in a tanning salon. But young girls and young boys can get their body parts removed. Talk to me. Our duty. I'm an attorney. I send you letters. Thousands of people I represent. Kids who haven't been affirmed don't commit suicide.
Just a second. You're not that excited.
Kids commit suicide 19 times more after having their body parts removed.
Governor, parents have legitimate concerns about their kids being able to medically
Why don't
transition
you
at such
talk
a
to
young
us?
age. What do you have to say to those parents? What do you have to say?
So here is Max Bonilla with us. Thank you so much, Max, for taking the time to hop on and chat with us today. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Good to be with you, Jessica.
You too. I was looking back to our first messages on Instagram, and my very first message to you was keep speaking the truth, Max. I think you are just someone very special to me because you are a younger person. You're 18, right?
Yeah, barely 18. Yep.
And, you know, I was teaching high school, and I was fired from my position teaching high schoolers. And so you remind me of my students, and it's just so incredible to see someone like you so active and courageous and loud about the truth and the evil that's going on in the world today. So tell us a little bit more about what made you, go seek out Gavin Newsom and try to have a face-to-face conversation with him.
Right. So I knew his security detail was going to be down at the Capitol at least a day prior. And I had ended up telling people there was a little rally against gender ideology that some wonderful people had been putting on. And I know that Gavin Newsom has been, signing bills into law that would be about pushing this, not only children in our state, but on children in other states. Right. So what he's enabled essentially is allowing children to be brought from other states into California by some adult who may not be their parent, to either be mutilated or to be given hormones. And these are the kinds of things that I stand against. And now we sort of have like this trans medical complex that is seeking to lure children away from their parents and have them undergo surgical procedures, medical procedures. And I just don't think that's right.
Absolutely. It's wrong on so many levels. It makes me think, does Gavin Newsom think about just the can of worms that he's opening here? If children really are being brought from other states into our state, having these procedures done without parents knowing, what happens when the parents eventually find out this was done? I mean, this is potential lawsuits against him, against the state, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, he's lobbied by a number of medical groups, big pharma groups that are trying to pass these bills, including Kaiser Permanente. And I know people who are suing Kaiser Permanente, especially because they underwent these procedures when they were younger. And there was no real such thing as informed consent, especially because of the young age that they were. And I don't know that Gavin Newsom is really losing sleep over this because it seems like he doesn't give a crap about the philosophy of citizens who are confronting him over this. I mean, you could see when he was laughing, when he was scoffing, when he was ignoring his people. I mean, I even had people who are like true supporters of him come into the comments talking about the way that we were asking these questions was vile and that we were punks and name calling us. And it's like, no, we're doing this because children are being exploited. We're doing this because children cannot give, like I said, informed consent to these procedures.
Right. We have to be a voice for the voiceless. And in this case, the voiceless are these children. So then what can we, the people, do? Since we see that these people in charge obviously don't care, as you said, what can we be doing to be active and really just try to put a stop to these bills before they ever are passed?
Right. So for years, I've been going with groups that have been calling, emailing their legislators, which is really important. I have the links to that. You would go to findyourrep.ca.gov, and you would be able to essentially find both your state senator and your state assemblyman. And these are the people that are essentially ramming through these bills, right? They want to take children from loving parents that won't affirm according to this trans model and put them in foster care, where actually Jerry Brown, when he was governor, signed a bill that allows kids to undergo these procedures in foster care. So you have parents who are stepping up, they're calling, they're emailing. You can find that information at assembly.california.gov or senate.california.gov. And also there is on the California legislature website, there is a portal where you can actually send letters to these legislators. And we have had victories in California, against certain bills that have affected parental rights. For example, last year they tried to pass a bill that would allow minors to consent to vaccinations without parental consent. And I was one of the people on the front lines to help get that stopped. But also people were just overloading them with calls and emails, and they were so overwhelmed by them that even the Democratic caucus down in Sacramento couldn't support the bill. So we can do this, guys.
Right. There's power in persistence, and we are going to rally together and continue to be persistent, and there's power in our voice as well. So we absolutely cannot stop speaking on these things and being loud. So Max, thank you so much for everything that you are doing. You're an inspiration to me and to so many others. And we just want you to know that we support you 100%. So thank you so much for being a voice.
Absolutely. Thank you. And I just want to say real quick that part of the reason why I'm doing this, people ask this a lot. A big part is because I don't want my children to live in a state where, if they go to public school, then I'm dealing with them being exploited or being shown these agendas, being shown pornography in schools, or even being taken advantage of by big pharma, because we obviously have a dire future ahead if we don't, stand up for this, against this. And so that's why I've been standing up against this for the future generations.
Amen to that. Absolutely. Same here, Max. It's not a fight of our own. It's a fight for our children and our grandchildren and their children. So that is Max Bonilla, outraged teen. Give him a follow, support him, and pray for him as he is a young, active voice today and helping us take back the public square. Thank you for watching Our Watch. Again, this is Jessica Tapia. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.